So far, we looked at creating variables using the keyword var, and in this episode, we'll be looking at creating variables in two different ways. So to start with, I'll try to create a variable using var, and then I'll try to show you the pitfalls that we get when we try to use the keyword var, post which we'll be looking at something called let and const. So to begin with, let me try to create a function, and the name of the function is going to be foobar. And within the function, I'll try to declare a variable using keyword var. Name of the variable is going to be full name. Let me try to assign some value to it, and I'll try to log the variable out of the function. This is going to be console.log of full name. Let me give it a save, and when I refresh this, you'll see that full name is not defined, and this output is pretty much expected. That is because you're trying to define the variable within the function, and you're trying to use the variable out of the function. And when you try to define a variable using var, the scope of the variable is going to be within the function. And when I say scope of the function, it is nothing but the opening and closing curly braces associated with the function. Let me repeat this once again. When I try to define a variable using var, then the scope of the variable is the function, which is this and this. And now I'm trying to define it here, but then I'm trying to use it out of the scope of the function, which is here. Hence it is showing us not defined. Now let me try to refactor this code, and this time I'll not try to use the function, but then I'll try to make use of if statement, and the condition is going to be true, which means the execution is going to get into this statement every time. So within the statement, I have a variable which is declared, and now I'm trying to log the variable here, which is full name. If you notice this is not a function, this is just a statement. Let me save it. Let me see the output now. There you go. It gives Krishna. That is because if you remember what I've mentioned, when you try to declare a variable using the keyword var, then the scope of the variable is going to be the function. Here, this is not a function. This is a statement. And the variable that you tried defining here will be pushed to the global scope. And here we are trying to use the variable. Hence, it is showing us Krishna here. So the problem that I see here is when I try to define a variable within the statement, then it is being leaked to the global scope, which is not expected. The downside to this is when you're trying to work with large code base, then at times it might display unexpected behavior. And the next problem that we get when we try to use var is, let me remove everything. Let me try to define a variable, full name. Let me try to give a value to it. And after that, I'll try to create a function. Let the name of the function be foobar. Within the function, I can once again redeclare the variable. I can give a new value to this. Now, if I try to log this variable, full name, it is going to give one value. If I try to log the variable here out of the function, then it is going to give me a different value. So just because we have the capability to redeclare the variable, at times it might cause confusion. Let me save it. Let me come back here, refresh it. It is going to show Krishna. When I try to invoke the function which is foobar, it is going to give Teja. It is showing Krishna here. That is because when the page loads, it is going to log value that is being associated with the variable full name. Hence, it displays Krishna. When I try to invoke the function, it tries to log the value that is associated with the variable full name, which is Teja. Now, let me try to show you a different way of declaring a variable, which is by using the keyword let. Let me remove everything. I'll try to define a variable by using let. Full name is equals to Krishna. And let me try to wrap this statement within a function. So this is going to be function of foobar. Let me end the function here. When I try to define a variable using let keyword, then the scope of the variable is nothing but the block. When I say block, what I mean by that is opening and closing curly braces. In this scenario, the block is this. And if I try to use the if statement here, and if I try to declare a variable here using let me try to log it. So when I try to declare a variable within this statement, the scope of this variable is going to be the block. Block is once again referring to opening and closing parenthesis, which is this. And when I try to access that variable here, it is going to show us an error. Let me refresh this real quick. There you go. It says full name is not defined. So this is the advantage that we get with let. And also it is not possible to redeclare a variable when you're trying to define a variable using let. Let me remove this. Let's say let full name is equals to Teja. Let me redeclare this once again. Full name is equals to Krishna. Let me try to log it. Give it a save. There you go. It says identifier full name has already been declared. With this feature, when you're trying to work with large code bases, then there is no scope for making this mistake of redeclaring the variable twice. And the next thing is we have something called const. Const is nothing but a value which is assigned to const cannot be changed again. Let us say this is car. Let me save it. Let me try to get the value of vehicle. This car. If I try to change the value of vehicle to Jeep, it says assignment to const variable is not possible. Let us say we have a variable, and if you are sure about not changing the value to this variable, it is always suggested that we declare that variable by using const, whereas with let we can change the value of variable. Now let me try to quickly create an object using const. The way I'm going to define this object is I'm going to use curly braces. Within that, I need to give the values in the format of key value pair. So type is going to be the key and the value is going to be car. Separate this element with a comma, and the next key is going to be color, and the value to this key is going to be red, comma, and the next key is going to be wheels. The value to that is going to be 4. Let me try to quickly save this. Now back here, when I try to get the value of const vehicle, this is going to be an object. Just because I have defined this object using const, I cannot assign a new value to this const vehicle, but then I can change the values of these keys, something like this, which is vehicle dot type. I can change this to Jeep, and vehicle dot color can be gray. And if I try to get the value of the object vehicle, it is going to be Jeep, gray, and 4. So when you try to define an object using const, you cannot assign a new value to this const, but then you can change the values of these keys. This is what your const is all about. And if you ask my pick, you'll see me using const every now and then. You can also make use of let. It is totally your choice. So that's all for this session, and see you in the next session.